Where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. God has hidden unlimited treasures in His Word. Every time we open it, we can discover a new treasure, or admire an old one. What will we find today? Let's dig in. Here's Carla Early with Treasure Hunt in the Word.
On our way to my uncle's house when I was growing up, we passed a castle. Yes, a castle in the middle of Kentucky, only it wasn't completed. A couple had started building, but then it became too expensive and they divorced, so the partially built castle sat abandoned for 30 years. Do you have some unfinished projects like that? Ones you started with enthusiasm and then gave up because it was too difficult or too involved? I know I have a few like that. Aren't you glad God always finishes what He starts? Of course, we're all in various stages of completion, but we know that God's still working on us to make us according to His plan. Hebrews 12:2 says that He is the author and finisher of our faith. He's the one who gets our faith started, keeps it going, grows us, matures us in faith. God used Paul as an instrument to start many churches in the Eastern Mediterranean area. Many times he only spent a few days, weeks, or months teaching and preaching in a town before he was imprisoned, run out of town, or called to a different place. That's not a lot of time to disciple new Christians. His letters, which were circulated between different churches, helped answer questions and clarify theology. He could have worried about the fledgling believers in each town. Would they forget what he taught them? Would they believe false teachers? Would they cave when persecuted? So much could go wrong. But Paul chose not to worry. He declared in Philippians 1:6, "I am confident of this very thing, that He who began a good work in you will complete it until the day of Christ Jesus." He didn't have to worry about the churches that he'd planted, or feel guilty that he wasn't with them. He knew it was God's work, and He would continue it. In fact, only the Lord could make them grow. As he told the Corinthians, He planted, Apollos watered, but God gave the increase. So neither the one who plants nor the one who waters is anything, but God who causes the growth. In the same way, we must trust our children to the Lord when they go off to kindergarten, or when they are away at camp, or when they learn to drive on their own, or when they go off to college. God began their lives. He will lead and guide them until He takes them home. God made that very clear to me as my daughter moved away to work in Kentucky and my son learned to drive this summer. The same is true spiritually for our spiritual sons and daughters. The Lord put that seed of faith in their hearts to believe in the first place. He will keep it growing, even if we're not around to see it. Of course, it's our responsibility to pray for them, but God does the work, and He will continue to grow and mature them. He won't leave them incomplete. Isn't it comforting to have complete confidence in God and not have to worry? One thing I'm confident in, dear friend, is that right now, God is doing His work in you. He's slowly but surely bringing you to maturity in Him. I can be confident of this because the Lord promised, and I know He's trustworthy to keep His promises. I'll be praying for you as He works in your heart and life, and you can pray for me.
As always, we'd love to hear from you. If you'd like to share a treasure, support this ministry, or get Carla to speak at an event, please contact us at treasurehuntintheword@gmail.com. You can listen to other episodes on our website, which you can find in the description below. Thanks for listening, and have a great day.